The Crunchyroll Anime Awards are upon us again, and in this year's mix of categories, they've brought back Best Couple. That's a category we haven't seen since the very first Anime Awards, in which Yuri on Ice's Victory won with 69% of the vote. And this year's got a very good crop of contestants, from two people learning to love life again, to mind games as a defense mechanism because they're both dorks, to meta commentary on the state of boys' love, to, oh yeah, Attack on Titan still exists. But as we all know, shipping is a powerful force on the internet, and even limiting it to canon or almost canon pairings, there will be a lot of important, influential, or just plain popular ships left out of the show. By the time this video goes up, it'll be the last day to vote, so I won't be telling you how to cast your ballots. Instead, I'll draw your attention to some 2019 anime couples that didn't make the cut that will make you wonder why Crunchyroll got rid of the write-in option for the awards. Starting off strong, number 1 is Gallo and Leo from Mare. Movies have historically had a large presence at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, but this year, not only is there no Best Film category in the main voting, but all the categories only represent TV anime. This shouts out Sakuta and Mai, Sakura and Shiro, and of course a certain two young men who took over your Twitter feed last fall. Gallo Themos, a hotshot mecha pilot firefighter, and Leo Fotia, leader of an outcast terrorist cell who wield fire from their bodies, are in opposition until they find they've been played against one another and need to save the world together. You could say that their enemies to lovers progression is a spoiler for the film, but knowing the social media age, if you didn't catch Mare during its 2 theatrical releases, it's probably the only thing you know about it. From the visuals to the story to the commentary on the relationship between prejudice and abuse of power, Mare is fantastic, and Galileo is almost literally its beating heart. Second on our list is Walkabout Jean from Kemerikusa. The show being stuck on Amazon Prime means it's never really gotten the audience it deserved, and it got a lot of comparisons to Yaoyorozu's previous work, Kemono Friends, since it also has a normal human traveling with enhanced humans in a post-apocalypse. But aside from Kemerikusa's darker tone and aesthetic and the sense of isolation throughout, the biggest difference is the relationship between the main characters. Wakaba is completely in awe of Rin, but he's much weaker than she is, and she keeps him around because of his unique ability, which none of them understand. But because she's only ever really known her own family, she doesn't understand her growing feelings for Wakaba. I mean, at first she thinks she's being poisoned. Jean discovering something foreign that she doesn't know how to deal with, but that gives her hope, is a microcosm of the end of the series. And it's always charming when a competent grump meets a useless optimist and they change each other for the better. Thirdly, I have to shout out Aya and Chisato from Bang Dream. I know they're not official. The Bandori franchise has set up a love triangle, or any decagon as the case may be, and has been milking the who gets with whom question for years, making it extremely unlikely that these two will date either one another or anybody else. But the subtext is strong here, particularly in the anime, but also in the mobile game that's the heart of the franchise. Chisato is a cynic who's grown up in the entertainment industry, and Aya is a fangirl who became an idol herself. They get along now, but the flashback to their origin in the game shows that the two of them were at odds until Aya's earnest refusal to give up changed Chisato's heart, and Chisato started caring for the other's well-being and helping them instead of just herself. In the anime, the two of them have an episode together where Aya encourages Chisato back to self-assurance, and they have some cute moments and a duet performance. It's great, I love them. Before the last one, I have to run through some that didn't completely make the list but deserve to be recognized. Moa and Yuko from The Demon Girl Next Door are adorably awkward and have a lot of silly misunderstandings and mutual improvement, but I already had both an enemies to lovers ship and a competent versus useless ship on this list. Subaru and Nana from My Roommate is a Cat are cute, but only have the barest of ship subtext, mostly a side effect of Subaru learning to deal with his social anxiety. Anne and Greya from Mysteria Friends proved that even something like Rage of Bahamut can have an effective slice-of-life romance spin-off, but sometimes leans too into fanservice and not enough into character development. They're all pretty great, but I had to put the others before them. Without further delay, the last pairing on this list that didn't end up on the best couple ballot is Kyo and Toru from Fruits Basket. I have no idea how these two didn't get on there. The 1998 manga is a classic shoujo mainstay, and this anime remake was huge when it aired, and not just because spring 2019 was pretty sparse. Toru and Kyo look like the average incorruptibly pure girl thaws angry tsundere, and that's got its appeal. but they stand out due to their character depth. They both act the way they do because they've been rejected, taken for granted, and told by the people around them that they're nothing but trouble and they don't belong. And as they start to warm up to each other and help with one another's problems, Toru and Kyo find belonging with each other and finally with Kyo's family. Another season of Fruits Basket is coming this year, and if it's as good as the last one, hopefully their award stumble will be rectified. The pairings in this video all have solid cases for why they should be considered, or at least given honorable mentions. This video isn't meant to trash the couples that did get nominations. Well, I have to admit I haven't seen Baki yet, but aside from that, the nominated pairings are popular, influential, and told great stories that should be recognized. It's just also important to look at what the popular eye missed out on. This is Secret Identity Studio, and whatever happens, I still say Sara Zanmai is Anime of the Year.